Hello everyone and welcome to my coloring corner. Today we're going to be looking at Winter Enchantment Grayscale Art Coloring Book by Cheryl Korotky. Korotky. I can't pronounce her last name and I'm not going to butcher it any further. Um, so this is going to be a flip through as well as my honest opinion of this book. I have read through all of the different information on this artist. It does seem that she is a photographer that is taking pictures and creating grayscale images from those pictures. However, um, some of the pictures are absolutely beautiful. It gives you information about her, how to color her grayscale, different places where you could look at her work, and that sort of thing. This page itself, the first page, is very pretty. Very, very lovely page. However, it is, should be this way. But absolutely very lovely pages. Well, this page is very lovely. Definitely has added things on it. The crown is added. The snowflakes are added. That sort of thing. Some of her hair has been added either via Procreate or whatnot. It has been altered in some form. However, she does not state that in any of her information. The same with this one. Absolutely beautiful picture that has had this hat as well as the um, garment added to the picture itself. Also, another one that would not be too difficult to color. And this one here is got a lot more added, and some of the things that have been added quite poorly. Um, that makes it very difficult to color. You're not quite sure where the hair is on this side. This looks like a feather, however, it blends into the fur. This is a different fur in different directions. Um, it's just really hard to follow. The lines that she's put in herself go in all different directions, which is not the end of the world. However, it does make coloring it quite difficult. Same with the lines that she's added onto the evergreens and the other things in the picture that she has added. This one here as well, you can tell that this part here is a photograph. The rest of it looks added via Procreate or another program. Um, the butterfly has been added later, and there's odd wings that come off of it in all different directions that don't belong. This one here as well could be a photograph, but she's added the hairs in the eyebrows, added white areas on the eyes, added the hair here and here. Also through the hat, she's blurred out the hat and then added little hairs in squiggles, basically just scribbled them in. Same with the beard and mustache area. The facial hair has been drawn in with either Procreate or another program. And it wasn't done very well. It looks like it was scribbled in, which again does not look proper once it's colored. This one here is not too bad. Can definitely be colored. The hair and the added hairs that she's put in, most of them go in the same direction. However, she's got some that go higgly-piggly all over the place, which can make coloring that quite difficult if you're trying to follow the hairline. A very pretty picture. Again, once again, you can tell that it was created from a photograph. I can't say that this body and that hair, all of that hair, go to that photograph. You can tell there are some of the hair, like this part of the hair here and down here, definitely go with that person because of the shadow line on her face. However, that could also be added um, after the fact through the Photoshop app. So again, a nice looking facial photograph, but I feel that it's been added to, possibly altered. The hair itself looks possibly realistic, but it could be added. Um, there's a lot in here that I find has some sort of um, unnatural, unrealistic additions. Like this page here is just 100% unrealistic and unnatural. The picture itself, the photograph itself of the face has been altered to a point where it looks strange. Her hand does not, it just not even, it's not even a doll's hand. It just doesn't, it's not right. The hair comes down and then it blends into the same pattern all the way through her dress and her gown, which is strange. I have been toying with the fact of the possibility that these have been altered in an AI program. But I'm not positive on that because, like I said, she does not give any information on any changes that she has done to the pictures. You can definitely see that there are changes done, but she doesn't state that, and she doesn't state how she did those. This one here as well, she's lightened the eyes a lot to a point where they're almost unnatural. She's added white hairs where white hair shouldn't be in through the hair, as well as, you know, in a direction that the hair just would not go. For a person of this color, you would not see that straight hairline. This one here could very well be the entirety of the picture that has been blurred out around the edge, um, and had, you know, once you blur out a picture, it just makes it very difficult to follow all of the lines and get that edge of the picture nicely done. It is, however, one of the few in the book that I do feel are ones that I would be able to color. This one as well, beautiful face, absolutely beautiful face. She has altered the eyes with some sort of program and added different hair and altered the hair a little bit, added all the little doodads in the hair, but it doesn't match the body. So it looks like it's been photoshopped onto the body. Again, a lot of extra things added to the hair as well as the earrings. The eyes as well have been altered, and she doesn't belong to the body. The neck is way too long for the body, and it just looks so unnatural and so unrealistic. It's not one that I would be able to color and get a good coloring from that I would enjoy. This one here is just strange to me. I just don't like it. Um, the hands are off. The baby face doesn't go with the body. It just looks so photoshopped that it's not even a good Photoshop. It's just not nice at all. This one here I would be able to color. There's a lot of things that I don't like about it, but there's a lot of things I do like about it. Her eyes have been altered inappropriately. Um, they just don't look real. The hairs, the little white hairs that have been added are in all different directions. So following the hairline would be difficult. The little doodads that she's added into the hair are something that you could work around or work with. They're not too bad and they're not so blurred out that you can't see what they are. So there are some good aspects to the picture. However, with some of the bad aspects of the picture, it makes it even more difficult to color. Definitely a photograph though. This is one of the pictures that actually made me buy the book. It is an absolutely gorgeous page. Um, However, once you start looking into it further, and the person who colored it when I saw it ignored a lot of things and colored over them to remove them or to correct them. The feathers that come down through here don't look like feathers, they look like fur. She's got weird little fur things here. This here has been altered to make it look like fur where it should be a feather. This feather here has been altered, but not very well. It is split, basically. Same with this one here, is split. So the feathers themselves have been added to, and she's tried to enhance them to show them better, but she's done that very poorly, which gave them a strange look. The face itself is, he's a very handsome individual, and his face does go with his neckline and everything else. I don't know how much of this has been added, but it is a very lovely picture, and it is one that I would actually be able to color. This one as well, absolutely gorgeous face. However, it has been altered. She has added black through here and here. Uh, it does go with her neckline, so it is proportionately proper to her neckline. I don't know if the light hair is her actual hair, but she extends it. She grays it out and extends it to a point where it just doesn't match up with the amount of blurred out effects in this picture and the mistiness of it. Um, as a colored pencil artist, I would have difficulty coloring it. This one here definitely is a photograph, and the most of the photograph is the way it should be. However, she has added things to the photograph to um, make it look less realistic. This one here as well, beautiful face, beautiful photo. However, it looks like it's been attached to the lower part of the body here. Or it looks like the lower part of the body has been changed to make it slimmer. The arm itself is not proportionate to the body whatsoever. This one is just a, a little strange. I don't know if it's a photograph. If it is a photograph, um, it has been altered to a point where it's, or had the photograph part of it added to another, or had so many things added to it. I don't know. It just doesn't look very good, and I just don't enjoy it. This one as well, beautiful face. The hairline is quite nice up through here, and then it starts coming down and right into the skin. I don't know if this is supposed to be her breast line or if this is supposed to be the line of her shawl. I'm not sure. The hair comes all the way around and up through the back of her head, but then it comes down here and actually goes right into her skin area or her shawl area. It connects to it where it shouldn't. This one here again is completely proportionately wrong to the body. The arms are missing, which just creeps me out a little bit. Um, it just again is just poorly done. The face is fine, but the rest of the body is just not right. If you're going to take a portrait picture of somebody and turn it grayscale and make a grayscale coloring book, utilize the portrait and the portrait alone. Don't try to add things to it and to make it something that it's not. This one here, she's added way too much black through here and ruined the eyes. Added this headset. I'm not sure if the person is actually wearing that headset or not, but it's just difficult to see everything that's on it because of the way that it's been grayscaled if she is actually wearing it. The hair is actually quite nice. However, she added little wisps to the hair that don't belong. The face is a part of the body here, so I'm just not sure about this headset plus the background. These two here are just, no. They look like dolls. I don't believe that these are real people. Um, and the way that she's drawn the hair in tells me that they're not, if they are real people, they are extremely altered and not in a good way. Again, this one is a very light individual and very wispy around her. So she's drawn in the lining on the evergreens here as well as the hair, but she's brought the hair into the evergreen, which makes it look a little bit strange and hard to color. The facial features themselves are very nice. However, it does not match the thinness of the body. The neck is too long and the shoulders are too shallow, too short. This one here again, she did a correction or a coloring on this side of the face that has made this side of the face not look very right. It doesn't look proper. It's come into the eye. She's added white lines to the eyes as well as coming through with different white flicks through the hair that has made the hair look very stringy. The evergreen crown that she's put on top of it, she's actually, it looks like she literally went through and scribbled those evergreen pine needles in on the crown. Same with down here, it looks like she's scribbled in a lot of the fur and hair flicks. This one as well, really pretty face. It does not go with the body. I or it's just the angle that the picture is taken. It just does not look right together. And the headdress, I don't know what's going on with that. It looks like evergreens and pine cones, and it is discernible if you look at it very closely. However, with the mistiness down below, I'm not quite sure if these are her shoulders or if it's wings or what it is. Again, a very pretty picture. This one here I would actually be able to color. It's very clear and there's not a lot of altering done to it. And then we come back to the altering where she's added the snowflakes, and some of the snowflakes aren't even nicely added. This one here is completely broken and um, it's just not drawn very nicely. And it was drawn over into the face, and then when she came through and she put the line of the face through, she actually changed the color of the white areas on the snowflake to match the face. As you can probably tell, I'm not a huge fan of this book. Again, another one that's just, it's just creepy to me. The face is not proportionate to the picture itself, and the eyes are just not right. There's something wrong with the eyes. This one has a beautiful face, and for the most part of it, like this part here, is probably all the proper picture. And then she's gone through and she's added little squiggles and squirrels and possibly snowflakes and whatever. But those don't belong, and you can tell that they don't belong. This one here does not belong to that body. That it's just so unproportionate to the body that it just does not fit. This one here is fine other than these things that she's added. If she would have just not added those things, it would be an absolutely beautiful picture. This one here has some issues with the discoloring in her skin that she has gone through and either added or tried to correct. She's added different wispy lines that go all over the place. I can understand why she's adding extra lines through the hair to give it that strand look. After grayscaling, you can lose that strandage. But these extras that are unnecessary, that just drag everything together into one clump of stuff, is something I don't enjoy. This one here again, this part of the picture is probably the picture itself. However, she's blurred it out through here and then added what looks to be kind of like coral or something. She's changed this area here, which is probably the woman's body, and put some sort of sky celestial thing there. It just is very incohesive and not extremely well done. Again, another picture that is a beautiful face, could very well be somebody's portrait. However, she's added hair into all these areas where it just shouldn't go. Either she's added these braids or she's added the hair in the back. But it's added, it's not supposed to be there. This one here is another really nice picture. And if she would have just left it alone, it would have been beautiful. But she's added this eye line, which does not fit at all. She's brought the hair down over top of the eye and didn't complete the connection. So this part here looks like it's connected to that eye line that she's added so that it doesn't fit. The hairs coming down here don't go anywhere. They go up to here and that's it. This one here, you can almost see where it connects here, but it doesn't connect 100%. This one here, also very pretty face. More than likely this is her natural hair and more than likely was wearing this coat. However, she's added some sort of hairline here that doesn't belong, the snowflakes, and then blurred everything out from the neck down, which causes an unbalance and an unknowing of what things are as you're trying to color it. These two here are quite cute. However, this has been changed slightly here and here. This has been ballooned out a little bit. The ears are a little off. And I don't know if the fur outfits have been changed. I'm not quite positive on that. However, the faces are quite clear and you can definitely tell that they are a photograph. She hasn't added a whole lot to the hair here or here. The ear comes up into there. That is part of the outfit. So she hasn't added a whole lot to this one. And then you come to this one, which is also a beautiful picture. But she's added so much to it that she's taken away from the beauty of the picture. I'm not quite sure what's going on up here. And the things that she's added to her hair don't go all in the right direction. So she's added different curls and different swirls and whatnot into her hair that do not go with the direction that her hair is naturally falling. She's also added these heavy snowflakes that just don't match up well. These lighter snowflakes aren't too bad, but these really, really heavy ones, I just feel that they're just too heavy for the page and don't match well. And they're very difficult to color. A very pretty, pretty girl though. Very pretty. This one is definitely not a photograph. and she has hair growing out of her back as well as off into nowhere land here. Um, she's squiggled all of the white through the band on the top of her head. She's added the white under her eyes and darkened around her eyes. And her face does not connect to the body. It just does not match well with that body. This one is a very, very cute picture. She's blurred out the hairline and added this um, cap, I guess, to it. And it does not look like it is a proportionate to the body. Again, not proportionate to the body. Definitely looks like it was photoshopped onto the body. The fingers are very messed up. They do not match whatsoever and actually look like they're cut off or bent in the wrong directions. See, it's with things like this that suggest to me that this is possibly an AI added um, correct or changes. Either AI added or something to that effect. Same with down through here. It just doesn't match up with the rest of the body. Her face looks very doll-like, not very realistic. And she's added all of that white that just is little scribbles, which is just weird to me. This one here would be an absolutely beautiful picture if she had left it alone. She's come through with that white again, very heavily come through with that white. It's either that or else this person is extremely blonde, but she's come through with these floral bits here that just don't go with the page. It is one that I could probably color, um, but I wouldn't enjoy myself doing it. This one here is another one that's actually a photograph, and you can tell that it is a photograph. However, she has altered it as well by adding the hairlines here. I don't know if she added the face paint on his face or if that's an actual native face painting. But the hat, as well as the fact that it comes down and joins into his hair, um, is a little bit odd to me. This one is another one that's got an absolutely beautiful face, and I would be able to color it if she had just left out these white lines and didn't alter things. The neckline comes down way too long. There's no end to her neckline, so that's a little strange to me. This one here is quite nice as well. Again, she's come through with that white, and she's added too much of it in directions that don't make sense. Absolutely beautiful girl. There has been a change here in her under eye areas, as well as adding that black line in through there as well. This one is just completely altered. This one this one is photoshopped so badly. This is her back. So this is her elbows, these are her shoulder blades, and she's basically looking completely behind her. Um, the head does not naturally turn in that direction that far. So again, a page I would not enjoy coloring. This one is quite cute. However, she has changed this over here. It's basically this, but upside down. So it looks like she has copied this part here and tried to put it over here and actually ended up putting it over here upside down. So the eye itself has been changed, as well as the under eye area has been changed to try to correct something that she felt was not right in the picture. This part here all looks like it is a part of that picture. The fact that she grayed out down here and misted out so much of it would make it a little more difficult to color and follow along. This one here, come on, people. This is Brad Pitt. Um, yeah, plain and simple. This is Brad Pitt. You can't tell me that that you can alter a picture of Brad Pitt and put it in your coloring book. I don't know if Brad Pitt has given her permission to use his likeness. I have no idea, but it has definitely been altered through here with the hair. I don't know why he's got hair growing the same as on his head from literally his throat. She's put in white hairs around his mouth, but it is definitely Brad Pitt. Just saying. I don't know if she's actually photographed Brad Pitt. I could be wrong there. This one here is one that is not too bad. You could definitely color it. It's got a um, scarf that covers her head and over her shoulders here, and then her hair. So this one here does not have a whole lot of alterations done to it that would make it uncolorable. So I think that's number 5 of pages in here that I would actually be able to color and would enjoy coloring. This one again does not go with her head. Her neck is way too long. The hair is drawn in so higgly-piggly, as well as the lace from her outfit is just not in the same direction as her outfit. So we've got hair that comes down here, but it doesn't connect to anything here. And then we've got lace here as well. So it looks like it was just poorly photoshopped. This one here has six fingers on her hands. Let's just say that. Um, first of all. I don't know if the artist intended on that, but she has six fingers on both hands, if not more. This one here, the eyes have been altered very poorly, and it just doesn't match the body. The body is a very slim, very small body, and then a very large head. Does not match whatsoever. All right, so that is that. Like I said, there are several pages in here that are very nice that I would actually, well, a few pages in here that are very nice that I would actually color. I think I counted maybe 5 that I would actually color in this book. The person that did this book does state that she is a photographer that grayscales her images for coloring. I'm sorry, but if you're a photographer grayscaling the images that you have photographed for to create a coloring book, don't alter them. Don't put them through an AI. Don't put them through a Procreate. Don't put them through Photoshop. Don't put them through a program that is going to completely alter the picture itself. Graying out or fading out or blurring out half of the picture does not make it a colorable picture, in my opinion. Yes, you could easily color that in Procreate. However, with coloring with actual colored pencils, it is very difficult to color that in. Would I suggest this book to anyone? No, I wouldn't. I would actually deter you from purchasing this book if you asked me my honest opinion of the book. I feel that there are not enough pages in here that don't have issues um, or don't have different things that make the pages look very strange that I would suggest coloring it. This book is almost $18 on Amazon for the hardcover. This is the hardcover. The paper in there is supposed to be a little bit better than the uh, soft cover. However, it's still um, very thin paper. It's not a cardstock. However, it is better than the Amazon paper. Now, again, I'm going to reiterate, I don't know for sure if she has used an AI to create any of the images in this book. I can tell you that I can definitely tell that there has been alterations done to almost each and every one of the pictures in this book. Um, whether that's through Procreate, whether that's through Photoshop or another different program. There are some things in the books and in the pictures that do suggest and give you the sneaking suspicion that it could very well have been done through an AI program. I am not going to state, yes, this is definitely AI, because I don't know. And I have no issue with somebody that is going to create a coloring book from AI, as long as they do it reputably. There are reputable AI companies that have their own database of pictures that they have permission to use or that are created for their company. Um, I know a lot of AI artists that utilize those companies' programs because they are a little bit more reputable than the free companies that use images off of Google. You can usually tell the difference from an AI artist that is using a reputable company via the lack of inconsistencies and incorrectness in their pictures. If they have six fingers and their eyes are double layered and stuff like that, more than likely that person is using a free program and has not taken the care to go in and actually rework and correct any problems with the picture. A reputable AI artist will go in, uh, create the base picture from the AI information that she has inputted or he has inputted, and go back and look at the picture, correct the things that they want to correct, add the things that they want to add, and create a image for what their vision is without, just punching in the information and saying, okay, that's good enough. Like I said, there are different levels of AI art. There are some out there that are just out there to make a dollar as quickly as possible, that pump out image after image after image without any sort of correction, without any sort of information, or without any sort of care on whether or not that picture looks proper. A lot of the pictures in this book do have nuances of the early AI um, properties, I guess. The early AI programs were very bad at doing fingers, like very bad. And you couldn't correct them. But it also looks like she's added things with the white lines that have been added through either Procreate or Photoshop. So I'm not absolutely positive. There are some suggestions, some pictures that have suggestion of the fact that it could possibly have some AI information in there, but there is no guarantee that is the way it is. And I am not an artist. I am not a person that uses a lot of these programs. I have seen people use them. I do know how they work. I just don't use them myself. But as for this artist and as for this book in particular, I would not suggest it. I am actually sending this one back because there's less than 5 pages out of 55 pages in this book that I would even consider coloring. And I don't think I would have a good time doing it. And there is no reason for this book to sit on my shelf taking up precious room when there's just no way that I'm going to color any pages in it. So for this one, I would say thumbs down. I don't like the art. I don't like the changes that she has made to the portraits that and the pictures that she has in there. I don't feel that Brad Pitt has given her permission to use his likeness. Um, I feel that there's a lot of things in there that weren't divulged and weren't that were she wasn't being honest about in her description of her art as well as in the description of her books. In the description of her book, she states these are grayscale photographs these are photographs taken with a camera that she has grayscaled. I don't believe that. I don't I feel that there are too many changes that have been made in Photoshop and other programs that um, just make it not plausible that these are actual pictures that she has taken and created a grayscale from. All right, guys, so that's my honest opinion of this book. And with that, I would like to say thank you all very much for watching. Of course, always remember to like, comment, and subscribe to any YouTube artist that you enjoy. And of course, always remember to relax, color, and stay safe, everyone. Until next time, bye bye for now.